Hello everyone, welcome to one of my YouTube videos based on not quite factuals, a second look at the Tekken 8 metagame based on data gathered from replays. This is a second recording that I'm doing because I did the first one and completely forgot about what I was watching literally all last night. Tampa Never Sleeps. Well played to Liquid 20Z for winning the grand finals with none other than Zafina. So funnily enough, the reason why I wanted to do a re-record is because I was making my thumbnail and then I realized, hang on a second, some of this data really coincides with exactly what was going down in the tournament and what kind of characters were being played. So I'm only going to look at the top 8, maybe very, very briefly, but let's get right into the stats here. So Not Quite Factual made a post a couple of weeks ago on some of the data analysis saying that most people are in Warrior, Assailant, etc. Obviously, it's been a while now. It's been a month since Tekken's been released. 2 million copies have been sold. And so he's gathered 664,000 replays. Wow, that's a lot of replays. To try and create this lovely piece of information that we can digest here right now. So, moving swiftly on. We've got Beginner all the way to God of Destruction. Not many people are at God of Destruction at the moment. But as you can see, most people are at Gary right now. Apologies for the pronunciations, I'm not Japanese. I'm sitting at around Mighty Ruler, Flame Ruler area. I'd love to hit Flame Ruler at some point. But it's interesting, everyone seems to be moving up, and that's what I thought it would be. I think as the game progresses, probably most people will be in Garyu and Mighty Ruler, between those two. But if you want to really distinguish yourself as a good online Tekken player, then you got to keep up the grind and learn some new tech. But I'm telling you now, if you're at purple ranks, these guys are very good at playing Tekken now. And my opponents are not a cakewalk at all. Yeah, interesting to see that. I would say the beginner ranks is between beginner and warrior, but just because of the sake that you can't lose points during those ranks. So really, if you were to squish it all down, it should really start from Warrior, and then that's when you should get a really strong sort of indicator of where you're at in terms of Tekken skill level, I would say, online that is. But we've got character play rates, nothing new here. King, Reina, Jin, Hwang, Dragunov, Kazuya. I'm surprised Steve is up there, to be honest. Although I have, funny enough, seen a lot of Steves in purple ranks, and they completely demolished me, so well played to you guys. Zafina, very, very low play rate. I did a prediction earlier that Kuma, Zafina, Shaheen, and a lot of the non-existent characters that no one plays would have exceptionally high win rates just because of the fact that people don't understand the matchup. I thought Zhao Yu would be up there. Raven, Nina, and Claudio are the few others. But yeah, it's Devil Jin should be way up. I thought Devil Jin would be a lot more popular than middle of the pack. I mean, Jin is third most played, and then Devil Jin's like not even close. I don't know what's going on there, but I see a lot of Devil Jins and I see a lot of Kazuyas. But maybe, it's only 10. The data that Not Quite Factual has is only 10% of the player base. Currently, as we're speaking on the 4th of March. So when it says advanced, it means that it's more than... Oh, let me see the... Sorry, there you go. When you see characters advanced, it means purple ranks. So as you can see here, the play rates at purple ranks and above, those 3-4 characters are still very prevalent. Steve goes down quite a bit. I say Steve because I'm a player of the character. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't see more Asukas though. Asuka is a big one. Jun is right in the middle as well. I see loads of Juns online. I don't know why she's not higher up either. And I do see quite a few Ninas, which is funny. But yeah, very similar to the graph before. With Zafina being very low. I'm mentioning Zafina a lot. You'll probably see why. So we've got the win rates. Yes. Feng, Kuma, Eliza, Panda, Jack. I knew Feng and Kuma would be up there. I'm surprised Jun isn't up there. I'm very surprised Jun's down there, actually. I can see where she is now. She's somewhere around here. Let me scroll that down just a little bit for you guys. And King. So my top 5 characters, I think, was Jin, King, Jun, Zhao Yu, and Feng. I think those were my 5. Oh no, Dragunov. Dragunov was somewhere up there as well. Where's Dragunov? Ah, he's still up there, yeah. That's good. When he gets nerfed, that's the thing. All the Dragunov players will disappear. It's just very typical. People picking up the most strongest characters, gets nerfed and gets dropped. I mean, look at Leroy. Very cool character, and yet no one plays him now. But my 2 poor characters are at the lowest. And then we've got win rates advanced. Let's make sure that you guys can see it properly. This is for purple ranks and above. Yeah, surprisingly, Zafina is right up there. Going from kind of top 10 to then top 5 instantly. She's exceptional character. Panda, Kuma, again, Shaheen with the surprise, basically surprise pay your taxes moments. You fight them, you don't know what they do, you don't know how you lost, but you just lose, you know. That's pretty much the crux of those characters. Eliza, Claudio are the overly simplified characters along with Dragunov, who you kind of do pay their taxes, but they're not as gimmicky and matchup dependent as the others. But they have very, very few moves, but very, very few moves that do lots of things. So Dragunov, just constant pressure with all of his moves, plus on block. Claudio, same thing, very, very linear move set, but can get going quite easily. And the same thing with Eliza. As soon as she's in chainsaws, you're in for trouble. But Devil Jin's climbing the ranks there steadily with Nina. Nina's a surprising one, although she is a matchup character like Zhao Yu, Zafina, and Shaheen like the rest. I don't think she'd have such a high win rate, but hey, she must be pretty good, right? Another one, again, surprising, Jun. I really thought Jun would be a lot stronger. Kazuya's at the bottom, not really surprised to be honest. But Jun, the fact that she has 2 ways to heal herself and things, is it just the players that aren't playing her well, or is she really that strong still? I'm not sure. My tier list will probably change and develop as the game goes on, but notable ones are Jun, Yoshi being that low, Zafina being that high, and how it correlates to tournaments. So I'm pretty sure in top 8 Tampa Never Sleeps last night, Zafina obviously won. So all the Zafina people that are saying that she's bad, she needs buffs, etc. I mean, she's got very high win rates online and she won a tournament. So I don't think it was a major tournament, but it's a tournament nonetheless. She's winning. She's still good. We did also see Reina, who got to the grand finals. I think there was one Jin as well, one Asuka, a few others here and there, so there wasn't any more trends besides that. Oh, there was a Devil Jin as well. There was a Devil Jin player as well, and a Dragunov, in fact. So we are kind of seeing some of the characters that are played online that are high win rates showing up in tournaments as well. Which is actually really interesting, because normally, because something is a high win rate online doesn't necessarily mean that they'll show up in tournament, you know. There might be so-called upstomp scrub characters, right? But no, we saw a lot of Asuka. King Ray Jr. was pumping out the rage arts like crazy. With surprising success, to be honest. I mean, that rage art is +3 on block apparently, and it did a number on a lot of the people in the top 8. But not quite factual here. He breaks down his methodology. You know, beginners to yellow is denoted as beginners, as I would say as well. I think purples is technically intermediate as well at this time I talk. But yeah, top purple and above is about top 11%. Reina's win rate is so bad. I don't know if it's because the new players are just tanking her win rate or not. But we do see Panda, Kuma, Zafina, Shaheen absolutely dominating in terms of win rates. And just quickly over here, if you see the rank distribution slowly moving upwards as the game is going. Alright, and I think that's about it, but I really wanted to comment on the fact that Zafina, I'll link the post obviously in the description below. But Zafina, she's showing results, you know. So even though people are shouting that she's bad and she's got nerfed hard from Tekken 7, etc., she's still promising. She's winning tournaments. Maybe Sonic Fox was right. Maybe Arslan Ash was wrong. Who knows? But until the big boys come out like those two and Knee, we have to wait and see. But for now, it's looking good for Zafina and their mains. Here's hoping Feng's win rate goes up a little bit more. I want him to get nerfed to the ground. I really hate this character, so I'm very biased. And I hope they change Steve Fox's stance, his new stance he's got, because it's not very good. But other than that, I'm surprised by Nina, June, and Zafina in terms of tournaments and just character win rates. And if you are above purple or above, then congratulations. Apparently you're more of an advanced player. Although I think that will soon be changed to blue ranks, because I think that's where the real good players are at. And I'm only purple myself. So anyway, till next time, it was an interesting read. Thanks, not actually factual. Not quite factual, in fact. I look forward to your future posts, and